always been a gentleman to me, and yeah, that's just what it is.
So I seen that clip of you saying that you was you used the word begging to get a fight during the Rolly Tank, man.
You said what?
That it was a clip that you did with Akin Barat, and you was talking about, why you was really frustrated with Mayweather, and it was about something about a Rolly Tank fight that you wanted to get on that card or something like that.
Oh yeah, I mean the situation was with this, as far as like Tank Davis, wanting to say that he did this and did that for me. I didn't fight. The whole time I was thinking it was Mayweather Promotions that didn't put me on a card, because it made no sense to me. I'm like, I'm fighting Phoenix, Arizona. It's May, and Gervonta and Rolly is fighting next week in New York. Me at that time, I think it's Mayweather Promotions, but me and Tank was kind of beefing at that time. So when we hashed things out, I was explaining to him like, yo, that's fucked up. They didn't put me on the card, and he basically was like, nah, I'm the one that told them to put you on the card. So that was one of the things that led me into leaving Mayweather Promotions. Because I'm like, yo, like, y'all just took me off this card. Y'all can't help promote me. I ain't got no say so. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really got no power. If it's a big fight in Brooklyn, this man says, yo, he's not fighting on my cards. Like, I need to go somewhere else. Like, this ain't the place for me. Like, you feel me? So
Absolutely.
that was really the situation with that, from my understanding. You know what I'm saying? But however, what it was it whether he said no, she said, I felt like it was disrespectful to me that it was a big card in New York, and it's 2022. It's a big card in New York, fresh off the pandemic. Barclays Center's back open, and I'm a Brooklyn fighter, and I'm not even on the card. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I definitely understand. That's why I wanted you to touch on it. But you kind of touched on something that all ties.
What's good, Just Do family? It's your boy KB. Back to get boxing is Just Do. And make sure y'all give me my Just Do by smashing my like button, subscribing to the channel, and turning them notifications on so y'all can be notified when we drop more content. We on the road to 10K and we less than 200 away. So smash that subscribe button. But we gonna get right into this, man. Man, oh man, oh man. I just watched the interview being done. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Ness. Great work. They interviewed, the newly crowned IBF champion, Richardson Hitchins, who defended his belt, this past Saturday against George Kambosos, who he stopped in the 8th round. And he went on the Boxing Voice, and, they asked a question pertaining to his issue with Mayweather Promotions and the beef with Tank Davis. And he went on to explain that, him and Tank would go through it, and they had issues, but they would work through it. And then whenever they would, put their issues to the side, he'd ask Tank, or he'd say to Tank that, it's kind of messed up that Mayweather Promotions is not putting him on the card. And, interestingly and shockingly enough, Richardson Hitchins said that Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis himself, told him, nah, the reason that they didn't put you on the card is because of me. I told him not to put you on the card. And I thought that was crazy to hear. And lo and behold, that was also a big reason and a deciding factor as to why Richardson Hitchins decided to part ways with Mayweather Promotions, because he said if all it takes is a guy to tell y'all no, don't let me on the card, and y'all do it, then that's disrespectful to him. Like, what's the need? He need to go find another situation that works for him. And rightfully so. And shout out to Richardson Hitchins, man. He had a great performance this past Saturday, stopping Kambosos in the 8th. But since leaving Mayweather Promotions and, heading over to Matchroom, they got the ball rolling. They got him, active, kept him busy, got him paid, made him a world champion, and got him a title defense in front of his hometown. So things are on the up and up for Richardson Hitchins, and now we have some answers as to what was going on, or some of what was going on behind the scenes with Mayweather Promotions and why they wasn't pushing Richardson Hitchins. And in this case, putting them on certain cards or particular cards, because it was Tank Davis behind the scenes telling them, no, don't put him on the card. And I thought that was a little surprising, being that these guys have a close relationship. And like Richardson Hitchins said, they slept head to toe before. He slept head to toe with Tank. He slept head to toe with Shakur Stevenson. So this kind of surprised me as a fight fan. And, this is very reminiscent of the Carmel Moulton situation that happened recently, where, You know, Carmel openly supported Floyd Mayweather, and you know, him and Gervonta Davis were going back and forth at the time. So he went on to inform the young Carmel Moulton that you won't be a part of this card either. And, you know, it's very similar to what he did to Richardson Hitchins behind the scene. You know, it goes to show you that Tank has power in the sport of boxing. He has pulled what he say goes to a degree, and he's the man, rightfully so. But, you know, it just was an interesting, you know, information that Hitchins dropped on us, man. I just didn't expect that from Tank Davis. I would think that he would want to see his guy and Richardson Hitchins shine just as much as him, you know, and what better way to do it than allow him to be on your undercard. It's not like he was going to steal your shine or take over and, you know, outshine you. That wasn't going to happen. You were going to always be the main event to your show, but I think it would have been commendable to allow that man to fight on your cards. I think it would have showed, you know, growth and maturity had you allow the young Carmel Moulton, who's very young and looks up to you, to fight on your undercard. I think it would have been good for the optics, the ratings, for Carmel's career, and it would have been a positive look because of Tank Davis, you know, kind of paying it forward and helping propel these younger guys and help get their career started. You know, he has a lot of responsibility that comes with him wearing a crown, but he has power and he's able to do certain things, whether he understands that or not. So, like I said, it was just really surprising to hear that he would stop a friend like Richardson Hitchins from eating pretty much and stopping him from, you know, growing on a Mayweather promotion. So Hitchins said, the hell with it, I'm out of there. And he hit the bricks. So I don't know, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Did this shock y'all from Tank? Are y'all at all surprised? And stay to the end of the video because I'm going to play some more audio from Hitchins on the Boxing Voice where he explained, you know, some more about the beef more recently between Tank and what happened between him and Shakur as well.
I really understand. That's why I wanted you to touch on it. But you kind of touched on something that all ties in. We watched this right before you came on. We watched this Tiger Johnson interview, Delonte, where he's obviously giving his thoughts on you and his beef. But he pointed out, like, trying to assassinate your character in the sense that he's like, look at him. None of his closest friends rock with him. Tank, Shakur. So I just wanted to give you an opportunity like that to I mean, you know, because he making it seem like it's you. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know Tiger Johnson. Me and Tiger Johnson, we don't know each other like that. We sparred. He's a person that, you know, I've seen him. We've been around each other in boxing situations. We never hung out outside of boxing or boxing gym. He don't know me. I don't know him. Even the situation me and him started, he keeps saying, like, I don't know why this guy came out of nowhere, started talking shit. He's weird. I didn't come out of nowhere. When I was at his fight, he was in his corner. I was sitting near his corner while he was in the ring competing, and I said, Tiger, show me something. Like, I'm like, you better show me something. All that shit you was talking, but he didn't know where it was stemming from. It was a video when Raymond Ford just fought for his first world title. You know, Eddie was there in Connecticut or wherever it was, upstate somewhere, and Eddie was telling him about the guys that he has at 140. And Eddie was like, you know, I got this guy, I got Hitchins. And Tiger Johnson looked at him and was like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. He's like, Eddie was like, you sure, Richardson? Like, he was like, you don't want to do that. Like, basically, I'm like, what? Like, we sparred and all type of shit. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what it is with me. So when he was fighting, I was talking my shit. Like, show me something. I wasn't disrespecting him in his corner. Like, fuck you, a bitch. I'm just like, show me something. Like, you all that shit you was talking. Show me something while you fighting right now. And, you know, that's when this whole situation came when he came out the ring and he was doing all that extra shit. But the nigga don't know me, so it's like you can't say what you don't know. You don't know Tank, you don't know Shakur, and you don't know me. These are people you know about from boxing. You see us in a boxing situation. I slept head to toe with Tank. I slept head to toe with Shakur. I know these niggas, but personally. So it's like you can't speak on something you talking about. Look, who don't and who don't fuck with who or whatever. Because any situation that me and Tank got in, or any situation that me and Shakur got in, it stemmed from boxing. There never was no issue where it's like. You feel me? Like, it was never no shit where I did some shit to niggas, like, on some personal shit. I'm trying to fuck a nigga bitch, or I'm trying to steal from a nigga. It's more like about boxing. Me and Tank, we fell off because that situation with Edgar and Canelo, when and the situation was really just me telling Edgar, yo, even Tank thought you was gonna get knocked out, and that nigga gave you respect. Like he said, nah, you fought Canelo. Like, yo, he did his thing. He went 12 rounds with Canelo. Edgar just went on Twitter and just was like, yeah, I know you was telling Richardson I was gonna get knocked out. He left the part out when I said Tank was giving you flowers. So it kind of seemed like I was trying to, you feel me, talk crazy on the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was the situation me and Tank. And obviously me and Shakur was, I just gave my honest input of him and Edwin De Los Santos, where I should have never came out into the world and said how I felt about the fight, because, you know, the world was already bashing him. So me being his friend and added and just saying how I really felt, he wasn't feeling it, and I never understood that, because at that time I wasn't used to interviews and all that shit. I speak to y'all how I'm supposed to speak to y'all. I wasn't trying to control no narrative or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I still don't, man. I mean, look, I know it just ain't right. You should be able to give your opinion. It's a fucking fight. Like, y'all win and lose. Y'all been winning and losing all y'all life. I don't see why it changed now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been winning in the amateurs, losing in the amateurs. Opinion's an opinion. It shouldn't, you know, I don't know. It shouldn't cause a rift forever, but that's how Shakur is. He got mad at me.
Nah, me and Shakur has things out. Me and Shakur has things out.
That's good.
Yeah, me and Shakur been cool for a little minute now, you know, so since for like a few months now. So we cool now, but like, yeah, like Tiger is just, the kid is weird. Every time I'm fighting somebody, he's like supporting them or sparring them, or like he's just, I don't know, bro. So,
he said in this interview we showed, he was like, yeah, if he come to 47, you know, he want that fight. So yeah, I know that's nothing.
He need to get over a hump though. He's not even fighting for no money. I don't think he's not even fighting. He haven't made a fight yet. He haven't fought a big name, a step up. He haven't done nothing in boxing. And I think Tiger's like my age or maybe a year younger. He gotta get it going. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's been in a fight yet that people are like, I want to see this. So, and there's no disrespect to him, but he got to do what he got to do before he start talking. He can't come at me while I'm winning world championships, defending championships, and looking for big fights. And he's trying to. And the only thing now he can say is, "Oh, look at his friends." You can't say nothing about what I'm doing in boxing. So I guess he's got to say other shit.
For sure. To double back to the Haney fight. You are in charge, or is Keith in charge? Like, and what I mean by that, like, I'm saying, can you be like, yo, Keith, this is the fight I want, see what's going on with this, or do you let Keith bring you all the options?
I mean, obviously, I let him do his job. You know what I'm saying? But because I don't know I don't know every ends and when it comes to business. I know how to fight. I know how to make adjustments in the ring, and obviously, the business part, I don't really know about it. So. Keith, obviously, he's a friend to me first, so he always, you know, tells me what it is and what it ain't, and that's just what it is. So, as far as him bringing me options and saying this, that, I gotta listen to the options, and I'm gonna weigh my options and see what he tells me. And if I want to go with it, I go with it. If not, obviously, I have a choice to be like, I don't want to do that. So,
would you be willing?
Of course, it's up to me.
I'm sorry, I thought you was done.
Nah, I'm listening.
Well, I should preface it different, right? Like, because Puello is fighting Matias, you know you don't got a mandatory no more, right? Like, I'm sure someone has told you this by now.
Right.
Because win or lose, your mandatory's done. If Matias win, he no longer your mandatory. If he lose, he definitely ain't your mandatory, which gives you the ability to do another voluntary. Would you do that with Keyshawn? Y'all got that beef. Would you offer him a voluntary title shot? Would you be willing to go to his hometown because he sell the tickets so that y'all could both get the most amount of money? Or is that a neutral ground fight and you're still willing to give him an opportunity at a voluntary?
I mean, like I said, I'll fight anybody if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn is a big name. I mean, he's not a big name, but he's becoming a big name. You know,
you muffled out. I don't know if you holding the bottom or the speak. Okay.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Keyshawn is becoming a big name, and that's the fight that the fight fans are definitely going to see. So that's a goal for a big fight. So if it makes sense, we all will fight each other, like wherever, however. Me, I'm not nobody. I don't duck nobody. As long as it's me and them in a boxing ring and it's in fair grounds, I don't care. It don't really matter if it's in Puerto Rico, New York, Vegas, Saudi Arabia. it really don't matter. Fighters fight, and that's just what it is. So you can't ask me if I'll fight anybody. It's nobody. I believe in my craft. I believe in myself. And it's not that. It's nobody. I don't feel like I won't fight. I feel like Richardson is ready to take on all comers.
Out of those four, who's the biggest fight for you? Is Devin the biggest fight?
Everything.
No, but who's the biggest?
I think right now, Keyshawn Davis is probably the less big fight because he's moving up to 140. I don't even think he's a natural 140. I don't even think the kid trying to make weight his last fight. And as far as Devin and Tio, them guys is that every boxing fan know him. Any girl, any casual, anybody, like those are the names in boxing. Like they know. Like I don't think like Keyshawn Davis has a name like that yet. So I feel like obviously those two would be more. And as far as Devin Haney, the world already seen Devin battered and beat up. So for me, I know if I got in boxing, you gotta jump on opportunity right there when we got it. But for me, if Devin would have beat Ryan or come off like a big win, and then I would have came and did what I had to do, competing against him, that would have made my stock go crazy. I would have been a pound for pound fighter if me doing what I do to him. But I feel like a Devin win would still be like, he's washed or he da-da-da. We see him with Ryan Garcia, so I think a Teofimo fight would be big because Teofimo, even though he lost to George Kambosos, the world will only remember him for his last few performances, and he haven't got beat up in recent years. You know what I'm saying? He haven't really, He haven't really been in no crazy war or been like knocked down. How Devin was getting knocked down and knocked back up, knocked down. So I feel like I'll probably get more credit as far as boxing, and there's a big storyline behind me and Tio as far as him thinking he from New York, and y'all know I'm a real New Yorker. So.
And you think that fight can actually happen with you two having the same manager? You think Conley would be willing to put both his guys against each other?
He done it before?
With Derevyanchenko and Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
how long do you think you got it 140?
Right now I don't know. I mean, like I said the other day, I made the weight good. I'm more comfortable with how to deal with the IBF clause, even though I don't want to do that shit. I really feel like I just hate the IBF clause, but making 140 ain't like I think it was a smooth weight cut for me. Like it wasn't like making 140 ain't hard, and I've been saying that. I'm not even gonna start capping or throwing anything out there to mislead the people. Making 140 was not hard for me. It's just the IBF shit. Like I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna drink and eat. I'm gonna wake up the next morning at least 152, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to have to be 149 or 150, that should just be annoying. It's not something that's like. I still feel like it takes something out of me. But me fighting in fucking New York, like it was perfect for me because I had to be in the arena by like 9 o'clock, so I had all day the next day. But if I'm fighting somewhere in Vegas where I got to be in the arena a little earlier, it could take something out of you. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with me, Gustavo Lemos. I had to be headed to the arena around 4:30. I just did the IBF weigh-in like 9:30 in the morning, so it was like I barely had that much time to get any thing back in me. But if it's like somewhere in New York, Puerto Rico, where I got to be in the arena at night, it's more better for me. So I think that's why we trying to get a unification match or to give up the belt right away. You know what I'm saying?
So what's like the restrictions like compare like give?
So y'all heard it from Hitchins, man. He explained all his boxing beefs, so to speak, his issues with each individual fighter and the ones that he is now cool with. It's good to see that he's able to move in a mature manner and not allow these things to get in his way and slow him down in his career. But y'all get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think of all this, man. Was Tank stopping Richardson Hitchins from eating on Mayweather Promotions? Was that stand-up business? And as always, let me know if I gave boxing its just due, because that's what I do over here, Just Do Boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.